Hello, hello, my wonderful collective. Welcome to my channel. This is me, Slava. Good to see everybody. And welcome the guests of my channel as well. If you're new, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, my wonderful collective, let's do another reading for you. And let's take a look what messages the universe have for you today. Let's start. Messages from you, my wonderful collective. What messages your ancestors wants you to hear? First card, military. Second card, false. Third card, observing and watching you. So, looks like military is watching you guys. Card of military and card of falsita. Something military falsified about you. I did a live stream earlier today. Okay, same information came through. I'm just going to tell you what I see and clearly what your ancestors are trying to convey to you today. So we have 3 oracle cards. Military. Falsita means forged or falsified something, or maybe trying to falsify something. And I see Belvedere means watching you and observing you. Corrupt military, most likely. Okay? Somebody who is corrupt, who is in national defense, national forces, maybe air forces, maybe space forces, some sort of forces who are military. And they're watching. So this is the first message that's strongly coming through. Not police. It's a military. Okay, military. Unfalsified and observing you and watching you. So let's analyze. Military falsified something here. Looks like to me. I will try to dive into it. I will try to understand what connection does military actually have when it comes to you, right? You're a civilian. Okay. You're a civilian. Why would a military watch you? For what intent? Okay. So let's analyze it. For military particularly, who is a military officer or military personnel that have entrapped you or falsified something about you? And for what purpose? And why he or she is still watching you? So who is this person from military? Member of the military force, whether Air Force, ground force, space force, whatever different types of forces out there. And what was falsified about you? This is a message from your ancestors. Who is this corrupt military that falsified something about you? Who is this individual? Show us. Who is this person? Who is this person? Fool. Page of sword. Big mouth. Immature. Incompetent. Okay, small person. I don't care whether that person has some sort of status or a badge or some sort of I don't know, rank. And generally it's an individual that is nobody but a page of swords. Incompetent, immature, childish, and foolish. Foolish, most likely masculine in nature, because Page of Swords represents masculine. Someone who's very small, small-minded, judgmental, aggressive. But yeah, look at this authority. Look at this authority. It's a male. Okay, maybe an older male. Male here that holds some sort of authority. Like I said, that's what he thinks of himself. He thinks of himself, whoever this corrupt military is, the crook here that is right now watching you, hoping you trip, right? Because he doesn't want to be exposed for fraud and whatever he falsified about you. But you know what? In his opinion, he's not a page of sword, right? But he acts highly immaturely. He acts like a teenage bully. You know what I mean? But in his opinion, he is an emperor and he is a king of swords. Right? King of swords is somebody who wears uniform, military wears uniform. Right? Green uniform. Emperor could also signify his position or his authority or his power, right? He holds some sort of power. Whatever the ranks are, he holds power. But the way he behaves, whoever this corrupt military officer is, or not an officer, lieutenant, general, corporal, okay? He's immature. It's covered. Covered that has falsified something about you. In his mind, he's an emperor because he had power to do it, right? Emperor, right here. Falsification and power. He had power to do it, to set you up, I'm assuming. And that's exactly what he did. Corrupt. Corruption exists in all levels of the government. Of course, it would be very sad and disappointing to see corruption in the military personnel. That's very sad. You know, we're often taught that soldiers are good guys, that they're there to protect people, to protect civilians. Not in a million years we would ever thought that the military would have targeted a civilian. We will analyze about this falsification and fraud, but something here he falsified. This man, it's a man. It's a masculine energy. It's a corrupt military man. Small-minded, okay? Small-minded. Maybe even resonates like a racist, maybe a racial targeting, somebody who doesn't know much about other cultures, who doesn't know maybe perhaps about respect, tyranny also presented here by the swords, king of swords, somebody who's very tyrannic, someone who finds pleasure in others people's suffering. Okay? What else can you tell me about maybe identification of this corrupt military corporal or general or commander or whoever he is? He most likely an older man. Younger guys very rarely get to this position in military. Usually it goes by rank, so I'm assuming this person over 50, maybe even 60 years old. Definitely an individual that has a secret past, okay? Secret skeleton in a closet. Should we uplift this officer's secret skeletons in his closet? Do you want me guys to do that? So he definitely has a secret past. He has a secret past, this individual. Okay, big ego. He definitely has a rolling eyes. He's very disrespectful. He's obvious a flirt, right? He always kept his possibility open. Maybe he's a womanizer. Okay, this is also could resonate that he is a womanizer. Once again, shocker. Right? Shocker. Okay, yeah. So he's definitely used to attention. Big ego. Huge ego of this corrupt man. And let me remind you, he's a soldier. He took an oath to serve and protect people, to protect civilians from harm. He's the one that preaches the newbies, the recruits, about respect, honor. You should honor your superiors. Look at yourself. He should look at himself. He's disrespectful towards women. He's disrespectful towards people. And he's a tyrant. Right? Double standards here resonates. Big ego. So yeah, his secret that he has a rolling eyes, womanizer. And on top of that, stalker, right? He's still watching you right here, right? Belvedere, it means watching you maybe somewhere from a distance, or his binocular. Of course, not a binocular. maybe some other tools, but he's a very womanizer and he has a dark past. Dark past. Aside the fact that he's a womanizer, adulterist, maybe multiple marriages. Okay, married, divorced, typical, abusive, maybe, a cheater, flirts with women. But yeah, and he is concerned about his public image. He honestly is concerned about his public image because you were entrapped by this person. Just because he felt like he can do that, right? He felt like, and maybe feels till this day while he's watching you somewhere in the distance, he probably feels like, well, you're just a civilian. Who's going to believe you? Who's going to believe you? Nobody's going to believe you, right? They're going to believe me, he says, because I'm the emperor. I'm the king of swords. I have power. I have public image. People respect me. I have colleagues in politics. I have colleagues in police department. But now he's scared. And the only reason why he's watching you and whining like a page of swords, like a little child, immature little child, because he's exposed. I didn't got to the point what was fabricated about you. Exactly. I'll get to that point. But one thing for sure that, yeah, see, he's worried about public image because he is a gold digger. He harassed you. He approved something. He did something to you because he's a self-serving narcissistic coward. And he most likely did it for promotion, for money. You got the point? You as a civilian, minding your own business, doing your own thing, living your own life as a beautiful person you are, here come the tyrant pervert. Oh, interesting. Who is this person? Oh, nobody. Okay. Well, why don't I once again serve myself and earn some coin on your suffering? Because whoever this military person is, he's a gold digger. You know what gold digger is, right? Money. And yeah, he's scared. He's very scared because I feel like everything coming to this point where everybody fed up, everybody knows the truth. You can only lie so much. Or I should say for so long. Eventually truth prevails. And eventually everybody finds out the truth. Right? So he's worried about he's worried about how people perceives him, right? He wants to be perceived as this good person, that what he did was right and righteous, and he had a right to torture you, he had a right to investigate you, to stalk you, to harass you, to abuse you, or whatever the case may be. That's what he want all of these other soldiers to see him as. But in truth, he's not. In truth, he's a self-serving, immature child who never grow out his own tantrums, who's very disrespectful towards women. He's disrespectful towards women. And I would not be surprised that there might have been some sort of allegations of, harassment, workplace harassment from women against this man. Fun part, his secret skeleton. Well, let's ask your guides to reveal the secret past of this tyrant. Let's see what the guides are going to tell us. What is this person's secret past that he's hiding from everybody? He sure wants to know every single thing about you, right? For what? So he can again set you up. What is his secret past? Okay, first card, Pensiero. Second card, Enemy. Something to do with his backstab, okay? Okay, the card Pensiero in Italian means thinking. He always thought throughout his life how to backstab somebody. He's just a backstabber. So there was a situation of backstab. Not only he's thinking right now how to falsify and counterfeit something, some sort of records or evidence that aren't true. That's why the word falsità in Italian means fortified or forged, right? Falsità means um, falsified or fabricated, counterfeit. Something, what he's trying to do, he's trying to um, take a document. This is how I see it. Take a document and forge it. Forge your signature on it. Falsified some sort of records that aren't true. It's all counterfeit. It's fake. It's fake. But he always, he've done it before. That's the thing about this cover, that he have done it before. Not only to you, he done it in the past. And if we analyze these cards, pensiero, the card pensiero means thought, and lamenika, which means enemy. He always thought how to backstab other people in order to get what he wanted for himself. And yes, I understand I'm talking, I may be exposing right now a top-notch military general, but I don't care. I care about you, my collective, and I care about truth. And I don't care who he is, but I will expose this person. So his secret past, that he always thought how to backstab somebody. So, okay, he doesn't want nobody to know about his secret past. Okay, who did you backstab? Okay, let's reveal. Let's reveal whom else did you backstab. Whom did he backstab in the past? In other words, set up. Again, the card of thinking. It's a card of a woman. It's a card of a woman, and it's a card of a tough competition. The card of a woman. Maybe there's some other woman here. She comes up as a fire sign. The secret past that he and another woman. There's another woman here that he was in deal with that help him. He doesn't do it herself. I kind of feel like it's a teamwork. You understand? This military was another woman. And together they're sinking, right? They're sinking. Okay, so now there's another character comes up. Also your enemy. Another woman. Him and this other woman. Queen of Wands. Dyed hair blonde. Brunette, but she dyes her hair blonde. More blondish, but natural brunette. So they're both sinking. It's a man and a woman deal here. Okay. All right. Man and a woman here. And they're keeping it a secret for some reason. What about this woman here? What about this woman? Or look at this. Lamate. Lamante. Lover. It's her lover. Lamante. Okay. Her lover. His lover. She most likely an older woman. See, there's a card. La Vincia Signora. La Vincia Signora. Older lady. Or in other words, this means an old lady. Her lover, the old lady. Usually you would assume that, he would date somebody younger, right? He does has a roving eyes. Okay, but it doesn't stop him. I guess he can go for older lady. Hey, no judgment here. Whatever floats your boat. Okay, but this woman that helped him, she was his lover. They had most likely an intimate relationship. She, she's not young, but I cannot say she looks super older, like maybe 60-ish, 60-ish, late 50s, maybe 50. I kind of believe that at the time when he had an affair with her and they decided this whole scheme to set you up, to fortify and forge something, she was most likely in her late 50s. So maybe 56 years old, 57. But she could be even 65, 68 years old. She's not young. But they were lovers. Okay? He's in generally a womanizer. Okay? That's his personality. He's a gold digger. He wants money. So, in a way, I feel like he used this older woman when he had an affair with her. And he did have an affair with her. There's no doubt about it. This is 100% accurate information. He, in fact, had an affair with this older woman because he wanted either power, promotion, authority, more money. He's out for money. He could be like 20 years younger than her. You understand? Even 30 years younger than her. So it's kind of like, to me, like a what is a term when an older woman dating a younger man? There's a term for it. Once again, I'm not passing any judgments under any circumstances. I'm only reading what I see here. And it's all because you were victimized by this pair of these lovebirds. Okay? Okay, all right. So two people here. Two people. What a relationship between this older woman. She could be a fire sign. She doesn't have to be. She clearly holds some sort of power, right? Once it's about direction, it's about I'm in charge, right? I'm in charge. Older woman, and that was a secret because we're looking at his secrets. How did he got to that point? How did he got to this point? To the point that he was actually eligible to fabricate something against you, or maybe this older woman helped him. I mean, she could be a judge, she could be a government politician, or in politics. She could be in courts, or whoever she is. Both of these people are public servants. He's definitely a military. Recognition. Recognize signs and miracles. So I'm assuming he wanted recognition. Recognition. This is all something about like his personal recognition. He wanted to be recognized. He wanted to be recognized for his greatness, for his service, or how great he is. Right? But he was just simply about money. He played an incredible role, and I'm sure both of them did. Because I feel like if not these two lovers, you would have not been harassed. So there's something here they did. Temptation. Yeah. Temptation. There was, like I said, some sort of temptation. He was tempted by recognition. It could have been a new project or something that was never done before. And he was tempted by money. Tempted by money. Okay, so let's find out about this older woman here. What about this older woman? What did she actually, how did this older woman, this old lady, help this military officer or whoever he is? How did exactly she help this soldier? The card flip over that this old woman is sick right now. Actually, as I was shuffling, the card flip over sickness. So she's currently has health issues, serious health issues. I don't think she's even to the point that she can barely walk. So there is a very evident physical impairments, health issues. Okay? Because she also sitting here. Sitting, right? And I see the card of the witch. She's that type of woman that, you know, through her career, she knows few things, maybe seeing some sort of psychics and magicians and, you know, witchcraft type of thing. Yeah, she did that. She definitely did that. In fact, the fact that she also came up as a fire sign and also signifies, and there's a black cat right beside her. Yes, you know what? She probably herself knew few things. She probably herself used few things or knew few things in regards of a dark side. How has this older woman helped this military crook to once again get ahead in life? This is the card of he was available. Let me put it this way. You see, a womanizer, he was available. He was always there, tee hee ha ha. Oh, you're so beautiful. Oh, how's your day? Can I help you with anything? Do you need me to come and fix this for you? Oh, do you want me to do this for you? So he pretty much kissed her, you know what, right? That's how. It was a favor situation, you know? He was available for her. Yeah, again, the card of sickness. Sickness. But in exchange for money. In exchange for money. There was a money here. So I'm assuming how exactly did he even got ahead? Maybe he was, you know, a gigolo. Hey, it's 21st century. That should not surprise you. It doesn't surprise me. He's a flirt. He doesn't care. Woman is a woman. Young, old, doesn't matter. He's out for money, right? So he's definitely did some sort of favor. And I'm sure he's not gonna tell that to anybody. But since the cards revealed that already, everybody's gonna know. Yeah, everybody's gonna know. Everybody's gonna know that he had more than a friendship-like relationship with an older woman who is now unfortunately sick. Not, of course, to because of you, because this is just, you know, God's in charge here. And yeah, there is money here. Something here she was doing for money. For money, helping in exchange of something else. It was kind of friendship slash lover relationship. But it was a big hush hush. And nobody should have known about it. And he keeps it as a secret. And maybe later on, when he moved up in his profession and in his career in military, he still kept whoever this old woman is as his lover, because she most likely open up doors for him in his personal military adventures. But I do see this woman is sick. She most likely rarely mobile. Of course, age catching up. And yeah, there was a job relationship. They worked together. It wasn't no stranger. Because I was first thinking, well, maybe he met this woman like, you know, on a dating site or in a grocery store or whatnot. But the guys corrected me and told me, nope, they were co-workers. So she's also on military. whether she's an administrative and military. There's different positions, right? There's like military judges, there's military lawyers, there's military administrators, there's military experts, military scientists. There's all kinds of different military positions. And that's how they go, right? But I do see justice will be served here. So whatever this lovers did, that they're still trying to keep it a secret. It's, hey, no shame. Just admit it. Just admit it, you weren't just friends. Okay? Just admit it. He has a rolling eyes. He's a gold digger. And she was an older woman, an old woman, maybe a widow. You know, free, ready to mingle. Hey, no judgment. The only problem is why in the world do you target a civilian people? Why? Because of your own greed and money? That's okay. I'll expose you. I have no problem. This is the truth. So justice will be served, my wonderful collective, in regards this whole crazy lovers gigolo situation here. Okay? But the main message is they are watching you. I'll probably hear him mostly and his friends or whatnot. Yeah, see, unethical human experimentations. I can only imagine how much money this corrupt soldier made. There's a matter of unethical human experimentations, and it's coming in from military. Okay? Not cops. Cops doesn't have that technology. Military. Military has all this stuff, not police. It's a remote area by the water. No civilian can go through because they have their own patrols. The whole area is patrolled by military police. And there you are. Yeah, and there will be lawsuit. There definitely will be a lawsuit. And that's exactly what is common here. Justice is common here. There will be a lawsuit. And there's also a water sign. So maybe he's a water sign. Okay. He could be a water sign. One card fell out. Yeah, look at this. This card fell out. Military. Yeah. It is not any more funny. It's not funny. What this military has been doing to people, that is unethical human experimentation. That is not funny. That is, in fact, very sad. This is sickening and is very unprecedented. And yes, you are going to sue whoever this psychopath is. He is a water sign. A woman, I'm still going to say that she's a fire sign. Okay? Whoever this gold digger is, whoever pushed it, whoever falsified it, whoever obtained all this falsified crap will be sued. Or maybe the woman is a water sign, but I don't know. She is already pushing it. Maybe she's already retired. If not, she should be. Taking into consideration she already sick. So you know what? If not this old woman, I honestly very doubt that whoever this corrupt man is would have been able to do anything. She helped him because she was his lover, or he was her lover. But everything ends. So what should you expect in the near future? Lawsuit. You should expect a lawsuit against corrupt military. Okay, well, how? Let's take a look at this falsified. What was falsified here? What is this card of falsification? Toxicity. Well, the card toxicity, bugaboo. Two of them. Tossing away, thrown out in the trash. Well, they definitely throw it out, or they're trying to dispose of it. They're getting rid of it. Whatever they used in order to entrap you was probably a long time in the garbage. They tried to get rid of it. But the thing is, it's always on record. Everything's always on record. You cannot get rid of it. Yeah, fulfilling a fantasy. There was something about fulfilling fantasy and doing drugs. Something recently he threw it out. Whoever this corrupt psychopath is. Something to do with his fantasy. I don't know what fantasy he had. This psychopath. But he's clearly crazy. And also drugs. Drugs. Maybe he's a drug addict. Or maybe something he did when he was high on drugs. Remember, this person's crazy. Whoever this loser is, he's crazy. Psychopath. A tyrant. He will be locked up. He will be locked up for probably for the rest of his life. He's not getting out. I kind of feel like he's a dangerous is. And I mean, what could resonate by fulfilling a fantasy? Well, he's a sicko. So his fantasy is also sick, just like himself. But one thing he does not understand it, maybe he overthought about it. But military is still around. They didn't go anywhere. I'm sure they're still watching. So therefore, anything that is even attempted to be done to you, they're watching. They're not going anywhere until there is a lawsuit and these psychopaths are charged. You are most likely surveillanced. Not because you're a bad person, but because of these psychopaths and what they have done. Something here was thrown out, but I don't feel like it was disposed. I feel like it's already been copied, like on record by somebody else. I wouldn't even be surprised if these people are under investigation. I wouldn't even be surprised, 100%. If somebody participates already in unethical human experimentation, let's face it, it's not 1 year type of thing. It's probably years upon years upon years. Nobody's going to invest manpower to investigate somebody for a year or 5 years. And since the lawsuit hasn't happened, I'm assuming it's still in progress. So good for you. Sucky for these perverts. Like I said, it was get rich scheme, right? Unethical shortcuts. They wanted rich, get rich quickly. Money, money, money. We need money, right? That's really what these lovers were about. An old woman and this pervert. Get rich quick. Okay. At what cost? Because clearly they did not thought of many aspects of what actually was done. They thought it would be easy. They will lay low for a couple years and then they would emerge. But the investigation isn't over. So yeah, you emerged. You exposed yourself like a psychopath. Very poorly. I don't know who these people are. They're so foolish to really think that this scale of investigation would have ended. So clearly, whoever these people are, they underestimated their own staff. They underestimated their own colleagues in military. Because they truly so stupid that they thought that every commander and the unit that you were thrown under the bus because they wanted to get rich quick is ended without no accurate and factual truth. Gold diggers. They will be sued. They will be exposed. Yeah, there's a water sign and air sign involved. You see, water sign and air sign. Colluding couple. Maybe a woman here is a water sign. Someone here is a water sign. Somebody here is an air sign. And it's a couple. And I see the card of judges. I don't know what type of judges they are. Maybe, like I said, this woman could be a judge. United in deception, hiding hidden agenda to harm you. Okay? Very, 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 very sad. Okay. Okay, so this is the first message, okay? About military. You don't need to be worried about, because whoever this water sign and whoever this air sign, this colluded lovers, there will be a lawsuit. They will lose. They will be arrested and detained because they set you up. You were set up. It was a get rich quick scheme. That's all it was. They wanted money and that was it. And they didn't care about the consequences. You most likely will be settled. Government often wants their victims to keep their mouths shut. You'll accept the settlement. You will be offered a settlement, okay? Whether you accept it or not, it's up to you. Yeah, so this is very interesting message. Let's take a look at the second message. So this is the first one. It may resonate only for some of you. But like I said, if this is important for you and you need to hear it, then here's the message. Now let's see what would be the second message from the universe. This is kind of very sad message, you know. Always breaks my heart to see when there's corruption. Such a terrible corruption. Let's take a look at the second message for you. All right, maybe something positive. So, second message from the universe for you. The card ship. Ship is about movement. It's always movement, right? Moving, getting over to the calmer water. Once again, sickle. Moving away from danger, right? Sickle is always something sharp. Sharp is like dangerous or an accident or surgery. You will be able to avoid it, right? Because remember, these criminals, corrupt sociopaths, they clearly do not want to get sued. People that harmed you are criminals. Criminals in a position of power. They want to hurt you. But I do see that you will be able to bypass this injury that is otherwise is planned for you, right? It's almost like the universe and the higher power simply takes you away in the right moment so you do not get injured. Because there's a lot of people literally betting on your life. Do you understand what I mean? You're a threat. You're a threat to corrupt, sociopathic lunatics who made money on you as an innocent civilian. But I do see you will be able to avoid it. Miraculously, you will be able to avoid it. I also see there's somebody coming in for you as well. Loyalty, friendship. See, there's a whole group of dogs. You see? 3 dogs, at least. So this is signifying multiple meanings, that you have a support. You will have those who will support you. You're not going to be alone. You're not going to be alone facing this danger of the sociopathic, corrupt, sick, perverted lovers and their corrupt friends. So know that the universe saying, hey, yeah, everything escalating, everything leading to that moment where, yeah, you're going to face these sick people who harmed you. Whether you're going to face them in a lawsuit, whether you're going to face them face to face, all of your enemies. But we send in you a support. We send in you people that you can trust. You're not going to be alone. You're not going to be alone. And because you are supported and protected, not everyone, not just because some corrupt, privileged, old, sick woman and a sexual pervert, sociopathic gold digger wants to destroy you, God would not just abandon you. And the second part of the message, once again, kind of relates to the first message, that you're not alone. There will be a support for you coming. They're running, right? Dog is loyalty. You will have loyal supporters. You will have people that fight in your corner and will stay with you, because not every person who is in the military is a crook. There are soldiers that give up their life for freedom and will fight for freedom until death. So you're not alone. You have your team. You have your team of supporters. Let's expand on that message. Who are your supporters? Someone who's obedient. Obedient people. Yeah, this is you. This is you. 10 of Wands. Look at all these problems. Look at these burdens that was just placed on your head. And you were forced to carry it. Just because a perverted couple of lovers wanted to get rich quick. Very funny, isn't it? So yeah, you carried a lot here. You did. But you know what? You managed it. You managed well. It wasn't easy for you. It wasn't easy for you. But once again, transformation, see? It's ending. Judgment. Everybody receives what they deserve at this scenario. Those who injured you will be judged. This is the card of judgment. Major arcana. They will be judged. It's a very interesting image of a judgment card. I'll show you closer. You see, this is almost like a judgment card, right? Risen from the death. And I feel like this is you, right? This is you. You were injured. You were injured. There was some sort of surgery that could have been done on you. Somebody was harvesting something from you, right? We're talking about unethical human experiments. Human experiments. It's never good. It's never good. But the lover birds of a psychopath wanted to get rich. So they didn't care. They didn't care what would have been done to you. They thought you would have been dead by now. You see? So I feel like you will reborn. Judgment is it's a rebirth. You're gonna be awakened from death. That could have been up to 10 years. This is a card of 10 of Wands. Could have been up to 10 years of unethical, inhumane torture that you could have been subjected to, or abuse, or harassment, or whatever that is. But you will reborn. There's also a symbol of an owl. You see? Owl. Owl represents that there's always someone's watching. Guides, supernatural, mystical powers. You're not alone. You're not alone, right? Owl is wisdom. Wisdom, intuition, intellect, intelligence, mystery. Your sufferings were documented. Your pain went not unspoken, and it will not be taken for granted. Now we do have allies here. Your allies, your supporters. Could be 3 different organizations here. 3 dogs, right? 3 different organizations. Yeah, victory. Victory was such a powerful allies, because remember, you're not dealing alone with whatever it is you were subjected to. And also this card signifying cheering. You see how many people cheering you on. That is because of these supporters. So whoever these crooks are, they're not your problem. There's other organizations that work together, at least 3 organizations, 3 major, huge organizations that work together to make sure that you, as a victim of this sick, perverted lovers and the aftermath of what they did to you, that you will actually be reimbursed and you will be victorious because you put up a fight. You didn't give up. You didn't quit. You fought. You fought strong. See, look at this. You fought strong. Look how strong you were. And they admire you. They admire you. Your hands were tied, and yet you were resilient. This is the card of resilience and the card of strength. How you managed to be so strong, to be put and had so many obstacles where your hands were tied. You literally could have done nothing. What you could have done. It's all classified. What you could have done. Nothing. It was you and your own strengths versus the beasts of this corrupt government. Not all. Not all. I'm not saying everybody. But these 2 people I particularly mentioned. One sick old woman who is not going to say what's going to happen, and a pervert. So yeah, a lot of people will cheer you on. And there's this King of Swords. He will be arrested. He will be arrested. This is your victory against this psychopath. Because he's truly a psychopath, okay? He's a sicko and a psychopath that hid the fact that he enjoys old ladies in power, uses them because he wanted to get rich. So yeah, will be your victory over this psychopath. This King of Swords. He will be done. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if he's strong now. He may think he's strong. He may think that he has power. People have power. People that fight together for justice. Together, people are power. He's nobody. He's nobody. And a lot of people will come together. The whole pack. That's literally what I see. A whole pack of people, millions of people, thousands of people will join their forces and they will throw out whoever this sicko is. It doesn't matter if he is legally protected or constitutionally protected. He's a criminal. Torture is against the law. And that is that. So he will be overthrown. And a lot of people will cheer you on because you did it. You did it, right? You did it alone. You didn't care. Yes, it was difficult. But you managed it. Because whoever entrapped you, they really wanted you to, but they really hoped that by now you would have not make it, right? The bets were maximum 5 years, maximum couple years you would have lasted. So I can only imagine how long you've been through this torture. Yeah, see, it's a finally the end. Final day imprisonment. This is the old woman, that sick woman, the lover. You get the point? And there is this creepo with her. 2 people will be arrested here. And it doesn't matter. I said already, it doesn't matter if you're a soldier, if you're a general, if you're like some privileged politician. Who cares? At the end of the day, what it's matter is fairness and justice. And just because you proclaim yourself above the law, it does not give you a right to torture anybody. Regardless who this person is. young, old, sick, healthy, foreigner, local, doesn't matter. There is a universal law that is at play. And if you abuse that, that's what's going to happen, is an imprisonment of these two clowns. And oh boy, you're going to feel good. You're going to feel good about yourself. And you know what? You deserve it. You deserve it. These covers, I honestly don't know what this old woman doing on the first place. She's sick. She's sick. And so is he. Right? Lovers. Nice lovers, hey? Well, coffin means the end. Bye-bye. Coffin. Imprisonment and coffin. Case closed. So you don't need to be worried, you know. I understand those who actually been going through this. Once again, this message will not resonate for everybody. But since the guys are talking about it, that I'm sure it's very important for some of you to hear it. I cannot imagine you going through this. But you'll make it. You lived through so much already. You've been through so much. It's just a little bit left. Little bit of time left. But they're done. Coffin, done. Let's take a look at advice from the universe for you. What do you guys want you to know? For you personally. The first card is signs. Divine guidance. Yeah, see, you're always, through all of this, you've been divinely guided. You were never alone going through this. So the universe, of course, wants you to acknowledge, listen to the signs. Maybe there are some sort of signs that are given to you, where you will understand that this is the end. This is almost the end. So hang into it. You're guided. You're divinely guided. There's always signs that are given to you, right? You're not alone going through these sick people. They're truly sick people, and they will be punished. They will be punished. I can assure you they will be punished. They will be incarcerated, regardless who are sick, who's not, because they try to make you look sick, where you simply were fighting for your fundamental, guaranteed human rights, a basics human rights of life, liberty, freedom, peace of mind, right? So they will be, I promise you, they will be incarcerated. That's to say at least. That's just to say at least. 1% out of 100 of what actually is going to happen to these people is imprisonment. So there are some sort of signs that you might have seen already. I kind of feel like maybe it's to do with time or dreams, or some sort of signs was already given to you that this is nearly the end. Right? You were never alone through all of this mess. Never. What else? Advice for you. Work your magic. Right? Work your magic. You're a magician. Work your magic pretty much means that you have power. Work your magic. You have power to expose these people. And of course, magic is within you. Saint Sermate. I want to read this. I want to take a look exactly what this message means. It says, work your magic. So this card represents you have the power to resolve the situation you're inquiring about. You have a power, okay? You have a power to expose. Have you exposed their names? No. You might know their names, but you didn't expose them. Let them be afraid a little bit, okay? So it tells me that you know, signs are given to you. You know a lot more that you give out. A lot more. So understand that that knowledge you have, you will expose them. And whoever these two are, they stand no chance with the information you actually have. You are the magic. This card signifies you are untapped magical abilities which you have used successfully in the past. You see what I mean? Pull these abilities out of the storage and use them to work your magic now. Your clear and focused intentions, positive expectations, prayers, and action steps all create the healing and manifestation you desire. Okay, so in other words, you have the power to find out anything you seek because the divine supporting you in this matter. Okay, just simply ask. You want to know their location? You easy peasy. You want to know their resident address? Easy peasy. You understand? You have that power. That's why they're threatened by you. You shouldn't be threatened by them. They should be worried. And because of your magic and because of your power and because the way you collect the information, they go into prison. So, nice try. The more they will resist and the more they will deny their own corruption and what was done to you, the more heavier the punishment will be against them. Because you at that point when somebody is stepping on your tail, you're going to fight back, right? You're not going to sit silent. What else for you? Yeah, see, breakthrough. Look at this. Look at this beautiful card. See, they try to concrete you in a pavement. They're like, that's it. You're done. There's no way you'll grow, they said. No way. We got it covered. Easy peasy. But you managed to grow when there was no possibility to grow. Literally in a concrete. Their corruption was cemented in the concrete. But yet you managed to burst and blossom and bloom. And look at that tree. It's a legacy. It's a legacy. Right now it's just a little tree, but you managed it. You managed to break something so corrupt that was so concrete in this thousands of years old corruption, hundreds of years old corruption by this military and this government. And yet you managed to blossom. This is what I see about your situation right now. This is you. And this is what's going to become of your work and what you've been through. That's beautiful. Beautiful card. I have the card of the cattle. The card of this and that one. Yeah. You will figure out. You cooking up something here. You're cooking, and once again, in a conclusion, is a bridge. You're gonna pass this. This is gonna be behind you. This is, of course, not something anybody could ever forget. It's always gonna be a part of your life, part of your journey. But at least you're going to know that you put up a good hell of a fight. That even these so-called self-proclaimed privileged sociopaths fear you. Okay, that's hell of a fight. You alone versus the whole army. Well done. Well done. So don't give up. Everything will be okay for you. Okay, my wonderful collective. I'm kind of getting a little tired. It was a heavy message today. Once again, if you're new, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate you all for watching. And I seen somebody send me a beautiful little sun sticker. Thank you so much for that. And of course, I love you, all of you guys. Stay strong, be strong, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.